Welcome to Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway on-demand course. In this module, we will discuss 850 inbound setup in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. After completing this module, you will be able to recall EDI 850 format and specification, discuss inbound setup in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, and create a mapping in ICS for inbound setup. As we already know, EDI 850 is a purchase order transaction set, which is used to place an order for goods or services. The 850 message generally contains information similar to a paper purchase order document, such as items, prices, quantity ordered, shipping details, payment terms, and discounts. The format of EDI 850 message is displayed on the screen. Let us now discuss the inbound setup required to receive an EDI 850 file from your partner using Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. Consider a marketing organization receives and processes purchase orders using Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. The organization has already added a partner, who is a customer. While creating the partner in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, the organization configures inbound setup so that they can receive the purchase order and other related EDI messages from that partner. For the inbound setup, they configure an inbound mapping, which is used to load the required inbound message from the gateway to the backend system of the application used by the organization, such as Oracle. When the organization exchanges EDI messages with this partner, Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway runs the prepackaged EDI processing mappings and custom mappings assigned to the partner. They are now able to receive messages from the partner in the desired format using Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. When a customer sends an EDI message to an organization, EDI message is submitted to the Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, which in turn runs an inbound flow. Inbound flow has various stages. In the first stage, Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway validates the incoming message and runs a temporary mapping configuration task in Informatica Cloud, which converts all the valid EDI messages to XML interface files. The invalid EDI messages are rejected in this process, and Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway creates an error event. Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway may send an EDI functional and technical acknowledgement to the partner and use a custom mapping to process the interface files to the backend system, if opted during the partner definition. If a custom mapping was not assigned during the partner definition, the inbound flow ends with the placement of the interface files on Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. In this case, the organization can use their own method to process the interface files to their backend systems. Finally, Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway deletes the temporary Informatica Cloud tasks that were created during the inbound flow. When you define an inbound step, you configure a connection, select the mappings, and define a schedule for the flow. Let us discuss each property in detail. When you define a partner, you configure an inbound connection for the inbound flow. In the inbound connection, you define the source from where Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway picks up files. When you define a partner, you can select inbound mappings based on the type of partner and on the type of files that you exchange with the partner. Here you can choose a mapping from the list of all the available mappings in the ICS org. Note that to select the required mapping while configuring the inbound flow, you must initially create the mapping in the ICS org. When you define a partner, you define a schedule to run each of the partner inbound flow. The schedule defines the frequency at which the flow runs. You can run a flow manually or by an external trigger, or at defined intervals. In this demonstration, the instructor will create a custom inbound mapping and configure the inbound page to create a partner. In this demo, we will create an inbound mapping in the Informatica Cloud org and use the same mapping to configure the partner inbound setup in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. We have already created a partner, Customer Superstore, in the previous module. We have configured its general properties and added the message types to interchange with this partner. To configure the inbound setup for this partner, we must use a custom inbound mapping, which is created in the Informatica Cloud org. Let us create a custom inbound mapping. Log into the Informatica Cloud org. Hover over the Design tab and select Mappings. To create a new mapping, click the New Mapping button. In the appeared window, name the mapping as M Inbound and click OK. A mapping canvas appears. Drag and drop the source transformation onto the canvas. In the Source Properties pane, on the General tab, enter the name as src GW EDI Source. Click the Source tab. Select B2B EDI Gateway from the Connection dropdown. Keep the source type as single object. Click the Select button beside the Object text box. Select the object GW EDI Source from the list of available objects and click OK. To make the mapping reusable for various partners in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, we must parameterize the source connection. To create a new connection parameter, click the New Parameter button beside the Connection text box. In the New Input Parameter window, name the parameter as PSRC and click OK. Drag and drop the hierarchy parser transformation onto the canvas. Name the hierarchy parser transformation as HP Schema EDI 850 5030. In the Hierarchy Parser Properties pane, click the Input Settings tab. Select the input type as File. Click the Select button beside the Schema text box. Select B2B Gateway EDI 850 5030 from the list of available schemas and click OK. Link the source transformation GW EDI source to the Hierarchy Parser transformation. In the Hierarchy Parser Properties pane, click the Input Field Selection tab. Map the incoming field out file path to the hierarchical schema input field, which is Input. Click the Field Mapping tab. To view the maximum information on the screen, maximize the Properties section. Drill down to Interchanges, Interchange, Empty Name, select one, TS850. From the TS850 level, drill down to ST and select R01, R02, and R03. Again from TS850 level, drill down to BEG and select R01, R02, R03, R05, and R08. Now from TS850 level, drill down to loop P01, P01, and select R01, R02, and R03. Now from TS850 level, drill down to loop CTT, CTT, and select R01. Now from TS850 level, drill down to loop CTT, AMT, and select R01, R02, and R03. Now from TS850 level, drill down to SE and select R01 and R02. To avoid any loss of configuration, it is a good idea to save and continue your work at regular intervals. Now we will add the targets to the mapping. Drag and drop the target transformation onto the canvas. In the Target Properties pane, on the General tab, enter the name as TGT Header. Link the Hierarchy Parser transformation to the Target transformation, TGT Header. From the appeared Select Output Group window, select TS850 and click OK. Click the Target tab. From the Connection drop-down, select the local CSV file connection. Keep the target type as single object. To select the target object, click the Select button. select header.csv from the list of available objects and click OK. Click the Field Mapping tab. Maximize the Properties section. Map the incoming fields to the target fields as PKTS850 to PKTS850, R01 to TS ID code STR01, R02 to TS control number STR02, R03 to TS reference R03, BEG R01 to transaction set purpose code R01, BEG R02 to purchase order type code R02, BEG R03 to purchase order number R03, R05 to date R05, R08 to invoice type code R08, CTT R01 to number of line items CTT R01, AMT R01 to amount qualifier code AMT R01, AMT R02 to monetary amount AMT R02, AMT R03 to credit debit flag code AMT R03, SE R01 to included sec count SE R01, SE R02 to control number SE R02. Restore the Properties section and save and continue. Drag and drop the target transformation onto the canvas. In the Target Properties pane, on the General tab, enter the name as TGT Details. Link the Hierarchy Parser transformation to the Target transformation TGT Details. From the Appeared Select Output Group window, select Loop P01 and click OK. Click the Target tab. From the Connection drop-down, select the Local CSV file connection. Keep the target type as single object. To select the target object, click the Select button. Select Details.csv from the list of available objects and click OK. Click the Field Mapping tab. Map the incoming fields to the target fields as FKTS850 to FKTS850, R01 to assign identification R01, R02 to quantity R02, R03 to unit or basis for measurement code R03. Click the validation icon to check for the validity of the mapping. Click Refresh. There are no errors in the mapping. Let us save and close the mapping. Now we will configure the inbound page for the partner in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. Log into the Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. Click the Partners tab. On the partner page, select the customer that we have created in the earlier demonstration. Click the Customer Superstore. Go to the Inbound page. From the Connection Type drop-down, select Local Folder MFT. In the Source Directory field, provide the path to the directory on the connection, from where the gateway picks up files, which in our case is C:\src directory. In the File Pattern field, specify the file name pattern of the files that the gateway should pick up from the source directory. Uncheck the checkbox for Delete Files on Source after pickup. To test the connection to the source directory, click the Test Connection button. And the test for this connection was successful. Select the process to backend from the list of ICS mappings available in the dropdown, which is M inbound. You can choose to run the inbound flow on schedule as well. For the purpose of demo, let's keep it set to manually or by an external trigger. To save the configuration, click the Save button. To run the inbound flow for a partner manually, click the Partners tab. Select the Partner Customer Superstore and from the Action menu drop-down, select the option Run Inbound Flow. As there is no outbound flow defined for this partner, the option to run the outbound flow is grayed out. When you trigger an inbound flow for a partner in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, it runs a temporary mapping configuration task in the associated ICS org. The activity monitor will have an MCT, partner name followed by event ID running for the inbound flow. This task validates and parses the EDI into interface XML format. If the task is successful, it will call the inbound ICS mapping, which will run using a temporary mapping configuration task. Mapping name followed by event ID. This mapping configuration task takes the interface XML to the backend system. To view the status of this event in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway, click the Events tab. The status of the event is showing as processing. After the task gets completed successfully, the status changes to complete. You can drill down to view the additional information about the event. You can view the functional acknowledgement 997 as well for the inbound flow by clicking the 997 link. The acknowledgement is downloaded in the form of a text file. With this, we have successfully configured a partner and ran an inbound flow in Informatica Cloud B2B Gateway. This concludes the demo. In this lab, you'll perform the following: create a custom inbound mapping and configure the inbound page to create a partner. This module showed you how inbound message can be a purchase order, such as EDI 850. To receive an inbound message, you must configure the inbound setup. Mappings and configuration for an inbound setup differs according to the file type.